Raymond Holt wasn't just a millionaire. He was a man who trusted no one easily, especially when it came to his only daughter, Emma. She was his greatest treasure, the one person he vowed never to let suffer the way he once had. So when she confidently announced she had found the perfect man, Raymond didn't celebrate. He grew suspicious. "Dad, he's kind, humble, hardworking," she insisted with a bright smile. Raymond only nodded, hiding his doubt behind a polite smile. He had seen men act perfect when they wanted something. And a millionaire's daughter? She was the perfect target. That evening, while Emma excitedly prepared a special dinner to introduce her boyfriend, Raymond quietly prepared something else. A plan. He slipped into old, torn clothes. He dusted dirt on his face, messed up his hair, and wore a cap so low it nearly covered his eyes. Looking into the mirror, he didn't see a powerful businessman anymore. He saw a poor, aging scrap collector, exactly what he needed to be. "If he truly loves my daughter," Raymond murmured, "he'll treat everyone with respect, even someone like this." The next morning, Emma and her boyfriend Daniel planned to visit a local cafe. Raymond went ahead of them, pushing an old cart full of scrap metal, pretending to pick discarded cans from bins outside. When the young couple walked toward the cafe, Raymond purposely stepped into their path. Daniel almost bumped into him. "Watch where you're going, old man," Daniel snapped, brushing off his jacket as if Raymond had contaminated it. Raymond lowered his head. "Sorry, sir, just trying to make a little money." Daniel scoffed. "Then stay out of the way." Emma stared at her boyfriend, shocked. "Daniel, that wasn't nice." "What, he's just a scrap picker," Daniel said carelessly. Emma's expression changed. Something inside her shifted, but Daniel didn't notice. He was too busy checking his reflection in the cafe window. Raymond pretended to fumble with his cart, giving Daniel one last chance. Daniel grimaced. "Ugh, these people are everywhere. Why doesn't the city clean them up?" Emma's eyes widened. Raymond knew she had heard every word. He slowly walked away, pushing his squeaky cart across the sidewalk, his heart heavy. The test wasn't over, but already he had seen enough. David had no idea that the old scrap dealer he helped yesterday was actually Mr. Harrington, a well-known millionaire, and more importantly, the father of the woman he loved, Emily. To David, the old man had simply been someone in need of help. But to Mr. Harrington, that small moment revealed more about David's character than months of polite conversations ever could. The next morning, David was surprised when the scrap dealer arrived again, this time with a truck full of heavy metal parts. The old man, still in disguise, asked softly, "Son, can you help me sort these? My back isn't what it used to be." David had important work to finish and he was already running late. But the man looked exhausted, so without hesitation, David rolled up his sleeves. "Of course, sir. Just tell me what you need." For the next 2 hours, David lifted steel beams, sorted rusty tools, and loaded the back of the truck. Sweat dripped down his face and dirt covered his hands, but he never complained. Every time the old man apologized, David smiled and said, "Don't worry. Helping someone isn't a burden." Mr. Harrington watched all of this closely. He intentionally added extra tasks, some unnecessary, just to see how David would respond. Yet David remained patient, humble, and gentle, treating the old man with genuine respect. Finally, when they were done, the disguised millionaire offered David a few dollars. "You worked hard, please take this, at least for a meal." David shook his head. "Sir, I didn't help you for money." "Why then?" the old man asked, pretending to be confused. David's answer came without thinking. "Because someday I want to be the kind of man my future wife is proud of. A man who helps others even when no one is watching." Those words struck Mr. Harrington straight in the heart. He had expected David to be like every other man he had tested. Fake kindness, forced politeness, and hidden selfishness. But David's sincerity was real. When David walked away, Mr. Harrington removed his worn cap and stared at him with new eyes. For the first time, he thought, maybe, just maybe, and my daughter is choosing the right man. But the test wasn't over. He had one more step. A final challenge that would reveal David's true intentions and his true heart. The morning sun spilled over the city as Daniel woke up, completely unaware that his entire life was about to shift. He didn't own much, just a small apartment, a few tools, and a heart that refused to give up on the people he cared about. Today, He had promised to help the scrap dealer again, even though he already had a full day of work ahead. Meanwhile, in a towering glass building downtown, Mr. Grayson, the same man Daniel thought was a poor scrap collector, stood in his penthouse office wearing a tailored suit worth more than Daniel's yearly salary. His daughter, Emily, paced nervously. "Dad, please," she pleaded softly. "Tell me what you found out about him. Is he good enough?" Her father lifted a hand to silence her gently. "You'll know soon." Daniel arrived at the scrapyard just as he promised, ready to help the old man load heavy metal sheets into the cart again. But something felt different today. The scrapyard was too quiet, too empty. "Sir?" Daniel called out. "It's me. I'm here to help." A sleek black SUV rolled in instead. The door opened, and out stepped the scrap dealer, but now he was transformed. Clean-shaven, dressed in an expensive navy suit, confident and powerful. Daniel froze, staring in disbelief. What's happening?" Daniel asked, voice cracking. Mr. Grayson walked toward him calmly. "Daniel," he said, "I lied to you." Daniel's pulse raced. He'd never felt so confused. "I'm not a scrap dealer," Grayson continued. "I'm the owner of Grayson Industries, and more importantly, I'm Emily's father." Daniel felt the ground shift beneath him. "You tested me?" he whispered. "Yes." Mr. Grayson didn't hide it. "I needed to know the truth, not about your money, but your character." He stepped closer. "And you passed. You helped a man you thought was poor twice without expecting anything in return. You defended my daughter without hesitation. You showed humility, honesty, and heart." Daniel blinked, stunned. Emily rushed out from behind her father, eyes shining with relief. "Daniel, we didn't want to trick you. I just wanted my dad to see you the way I do." Mr. Grayson extended his hand. "Welcome to the family, Daniel." Daniel hesitated, then shook his hand. Not because the man was a millionaire, but because he understood what the test was really about. Respect, integrity, and love. And for the first time in years, Daniel felt like he truly belonged somewhere,